In the Gospel according to St. John, we come across a very curious character, the woman of Samaria. This Samaritan woman is unnamed, and she is unnamed not because she is irrelevant or insignificant, but because she represents something more. According to the scripture scholars, she represents the nation of Samaria. Now, this nation of Samaria, after the Assyrian conquest, was intermingled with 5 foreign tribes. And each of these tribes brought in their own foreign gods into their midst. And these gods were known as Baals, translated as husband or Lord. So this woman who had 5 husbands represents the entire nation of Samaria. And when Jesus redeems this woman, he is restoring the broken bond between Yahweh and the nation of Samaria. But that is not it. She represents something more. She represents the misfits of our age. She was indeed a misfit among the outcasts. Even in her village, she was ashamed to come out into the open to draw out water when other people used to. And therefore, she sought out the midday sun. She was hesitant to go out into the public. And we have today a number of people who feel as misfits in the world, who feel that they do not belong, who do not feel a part of the society. And boy, does Jesus love the misfits. Does he love the outcasts? Jesus very particularly orchestrated this encounter with the Samaritan woman just to drive one lesson home, that he is a God of the misfits, and that he expects his church to be the same. Let us examine, is the church today, are our communities today places for misfits, places where misfits are welcomed? Or are we springs of living waters, or are we stagnant pools that give out a stench that drives people away from us? Because if the church is not a place where people are welcome, if the church doesn't give out life, if it doesn't communicate life, then it is dead. Then it is no longer the church of Christ. If we do not hold the same attitude of Christ, we are estranged from him. Our churches and our communities must be places of encounters, must be places where the misfits feel welcomed, where they are not judged, where people are welcomed irrespective of their past, irrespective even of their present. We must also have the eyes of Christ that could see into the future and find hope there. For if we do not find hope in the future like Jesus did, we cease to be his disciples. This Lent, let us make this effort, that at least one person, one misfit, one outcast must feel welcomed because of us.